So number two, I'm going to pitch over to Lawrence. Lawrence, you're kind of a little bit unique in the group. As you mentioned, you're in a much larger firm. Shearman has offices in the Americas, in Europe, and in Asia. Could you maybe share, when you guys started planning for COVID-19? Did the fact that you have a presence overseas allow you to respond a little bit sooner? And if you did, what did your early planning look like? And do you think that helped you guys to position better for this?
Yeah, I think, did it help in the comfortable perspective of hindsight? Yes, absolutely. I happened to be in Hong Kong in early January, and you could see and feel it then. It was definitely getting far more press. So coming back from Asia in mid to late January, we started to put the plan together, and the planning fell into roughly two buckets. So from a home perspective, clearly the focus was on the health and well-being of our people. So a task force was built, and it was all about evaluating the correct courses of action, communicating what we know, what we don't know, what we are doing, what you should do, how and what you should communicate to your clients. And I think we did, in hindsight, some things we got right, some things we got wrong. I don't think you can ever over communicate. So I think we did well in communicating around the world about everything that we knew with a clear dose of reality and being factual, and not trying to instill any kind of fear, but being honest. And then from a tech perspective, I think what we did is we thought about putting all of our people into different kind of personas. So thinking that we're going to have to work remotely, what does that mean to an LAA? What does it mean to a partner? If you're in the finance department, how are you going to do your job from your house? And I think that helped a lot, because then you could think about what they're going to go through on a day-to-day basis. We made sure that our BCP was understood by everyone that needed to understand it. We checked with the help desk whether they were going to be able to deal with the deluge of our people that had not worked from home before. So we had 400 people that were not used to working from home out of the 1,800. And so we staggered that because we had an early warning so that they didn't overwhelm the help desk all at one time. Similar to John, we made sure we had enough licensing, enough bandwidth in our primary and our secondary data centers and our cold site. We also looked at what client events were coming down the line so that we could consider doing them in a different way. And then, how are we going to communicate to all of our users, worst case scenario, if we face the apocalypse? So I think, to answer your question, the staggered way in which this moved from east to west was a blessing in disguise. And if you ask the question, if it was all in one day, would we have been so successful? I think the answer would have been absolutely not. So we learned quite a few lessons and dodged a few bullets, and that will inform what we do next time.